Welcome to the Gracey Show, the only podcast where we attempt to separate our egos from the real world.
And now, here is your host,
the Honorable Gracey.
The mystery of intelligence and the human being is one of the most confusing things I have encountered when observing other human beings. We are human beings. Our purpose is to be a being, to be. Our purpose is to be. Therefore, our purpose is to experience this life that runs through all of us. And we tend to gauge intelligence by the knowledge, by a specific knowledge of a certain thing by a certain person and how they did it in the beginning of how it was known to happen. And we gauge these things and we call it intelligence. Intelligence. IQ. I'm not a fan of IQ. I'm not a fan of people who go around and say they have a high IQ, so they tend to seem smarter than everyone else. But there are areas where this person can be deemed ignorant, and someone with a so-called low IQ is a genius in that area. So where is our intelligence? Where does this knowledge comes from? There is a source where information is stored. All this is in the hands of infinite intelligence, and you can tap into that source. But first, you have to align yourself and realize that nothing is outside of you and you are outside of nothing. You have to get to a point where you understand that when you look at a plant, you are that plant and that plant is you. You have to get to a point where you understand that plants breathe out oxygen so we can inhale the oxygen to live. Some nights, if you have oxygen, if you have a breathing problem and you're always low on oxygen, bring in your house plants that breathes oxygen at night. So you will always have oxygen in your surrounding, more oxygen, an abundance of clean air. Plants like aloe vera, the snake plant, all these plants, there are a few out there that it breathes oxygen 24/7. Normally a plant will breathe oxygen throughout the daytime because of the sunlight. And at night, it respires and it releases carbon dioxide. This is why in the daytime we have all this energy, and at nights we feel sleepy because the plants are also respiring. So we are working together and we don't even know it. And this is why we're all lost. Everything is working together. Everything. A clock on the wall is no different from you, because through everything there's energy, and we have to give reverence to the creator of this energy, because this one energy runs through everything. It even runs through a grain of sand. This one energy connects everything. So therefore you're different from nothing. Until we understand this concept that every living thing, everything on this earth is with you and you are with every living thing, then you will understand where it says, if God is with you, no man can be against you. Because once you understand that the concept is that everything is with you, everything, infinite intelligence is with you. Infinite intelligence includes everything, every human being, the minds of every human, everything that liveth. Once you're in sync with everything, then you are everything, and everything is you. You have just tapped back within the Creator, within infinite intelligence. And so God is with you. And once everything is together, there is nothing to be against you. So we want to make sure that if we want to find the source of information, we have to first realize that we are all one living thing. There's no good, there's no bad. Your heart must be in the right place. Everything must be in the right place. Sometimes you'll find a place and people will think you're crazy, and so you just go right back. You have to find this area. You cannot make a simple thing look so complex. The simple thing is we're here to experience life, and we make it look so complex. That's not intelligence. Intelligence is when you take a complex thing and make it look simple. This is why the Creator is the source of intelligence, because it is infinite intelligence. But every decision you're making is based off knowledge of another human being, and you call that intelligence. When you can think for yourself and open up, and just open up. Don't think about yourself as your profession. Don't think about family. Don't think about friends. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about anything. You gotta be in this meditative state and ready, and be ready to receive. You get up every morning because the sun made you arise, because the sun gave you life, and you walk out and the plants breathe and you're taking in that oxygen that enables you to live. And yet you're not even conscious when you're walking on the grass, bending the grass, until you feel compassion for every living thing, which is everything. Then you will understand where the source of intelligence resides. The next time you go outside and you see a plant, look at it and think of how important that plant is to you and to humankind. The source of information is right. It's right within you. It's around you. It's everywhere. This is infinite intelligence. This is infinite intelligence. And sometimes you have to just let go. Just let go. And sometimes when you begin to experience bliss and awe and liberation, and you feel free, you may end up going crazy at first. But then you'll pan out because you're so excited. People will look at you and think you're crazy. We have to remember who we truly are. We should never forget. We should never forget that there's a dualism. There's a creator and there's a creation. We should never forget that if you don't believe in love, you don't believe in God, because God is love. If you don't believe in love, you don't believe in the Creator, because the Creator is love. You don't believe in fill in the blank, because once it is love, it's love. It's a law of love. It doesn't matter which way you put it. You fill in the blank, and anyone, it doesn't matter who it is you put there, that person always have love in his or her or its heart. It's the conditioning of mankind that corrupts people. So there must be a wrong and there must be a right. Do not make your day go sour because something you were expecting to happen did not happen. That's just the experience of life. It has nothing to do with life itself. We are all connected. We are one. And if you want to find that source of information, you have to come to the realization that everything is only one thing. If you break a plant, it's like you should feel a pain for it. It's compassion for everything that we look around and see, because everything else is looking at you and you don't even realize it. Everything is supporting you and you don't even realize it. You just go about your business. Until you can feel this, you will never be short of information. You have to tap into the source. Tap into the source.